Top 7 Best 1000 A-Type GPU in 2022. Through extensive research and testing, I have put together the list of options that will meet the need of different types of buyers. So whether it's price, performance, or particular use, we have got you covered. For more information, I have put links of products in the description. Make sure to check it out. Like the video, comment, don't forget to subscribe, and let's get started. Number 7. Radeon RX 6800 XT. AMD Radeon RX 6800 XT is the best card for Team Red. The RX Radeon 6900 XT is technically about 5-7% faster, but it costs 54% more. That's not a great deal at all, especially since you don't get more VRAM or any other extras. The RX 6800 XT provides a massive boost in performance and features relative to the previous generation RX 5700 XT. It adds ray tracing support via DirectX ray tracing or Vulkan RT, and is 70-90% faster across our test suite. The GPU was affectionately dubbed Big Navi prior to launch by the enthusiast community, and we got exactly what we wanted. Navi 21 is over twice the size of Navi 10, with twice the shader cores and twice the RAM. Clock speeds are also boosted into the 2.1-2.3 GHz range, depending on the card model. The highest clocks we've ever seen from a reference GPU by about 300 MHz. And AMD did all this without substantially increasing power requirements. The RX 6800 XT is a 300 WTDP, slightly lower than the RTX 3080's 320 WTDP. A big part of AMD performance comes thanks to the massive 128 MB Infinity Cache. It improves the effective bandwidth by 119%. According to AMD, we're confident that few, if any, games in the coming years are going to need more than 16 GB. So the 6800 XT is in a great position in that area. Number 6. GeForce RTX 3080. Nvidia's GeForce RTX 3080 sports the new and improved Ampere architecture. It's over 30% faster than the previous gen 2080 Ti, and supposedly costs $500 less. The new RTX 3080 Ti didn't manage to supplant the incumbent, thanks to its significantly higher pricing. If you're serious about maxing out all the graphic settings and you want to play at 4K or 1440p, this is the card to get. It's mostly overkill for 1080p gaming, though enabling all ray tracing effects in games that support the feature makes 1080p still reasonable. If you skip the first round of RTX GPU, the RTX 30 series might finally get you on board the ray tracing train. With potentially double the ray tracing performance of Turing, and games like Cyberpunk 2077 using even more ray tracing effects, the RTX 3080 is your best bet at playing games in all their ray trace glory without nuking the piggy bank. Ampere also brings improved tensor cores for DLSS, a technology we're bound to see more of in future games now that it doesn't require per-game training by a supercomputer. We're seeing a lot more games with DLSS 2.0 these days, helped by the fact that it's basically a toggle and UI update to get it working in Unreal Engine and Unity. Nvidia's RT and DLSS performance are also quite a bit faster than what you get from AMD new RX 6000 cards, which is a good thing as Nvidia sometimes falls behind in traditional rasterization performance, which is what our raw numbers are based on. Number 5. AMD Radeon RX 5500 XT. The RX 5500 XT gives decent 1000 A-Type performance at a ludicrously low price. There are two versions of this card, one with 4 GB of VRAM at $169, and one with 8 GB of VRAM at $199. The more VRAM, the better, of course. But if you're looking at a budget card like this, it's good to have the option to save even more money. Before you purchase, realize that 4 GB of VRAM is at the extreme low end of what you'll want for modern gaming. The RX 5500 XT is mind-blowing only for its low price. This card can play many games at 1000 A-Type/60fps, but it'll struggle with ultra settings on demanding titles. However, this card is an excellent introduction to PC gaming for those who don't want to get into four figures to build their rig, especially if you're into sports titles like Overwatch or Fortnite. Essentially, that's what happens with the AMD Radeon RX 5500 XT. It performs just about as well at the GeForce GTX 1660 at a bit of a lower price. It's not exciting, but it does provide a little bit of extra value over Nvidia's option. Number 4. Nvidia GeForce RTX 2070 Super. Gaming at 144Hz or 240Hz is GPU intensive, even at 1000 ADIP. If you're looking to get triple-digit frames while gaming, but don't want to compromise on fidelity, you'll need a powerful GPU. With an MSRP of $499, the RTX 2070 Super represents the best value you can get if you have a 1000 ADIP monitor capable of high frame rates. While an RTX 2080 Super or RTX 2080 Ti can squeeze even more frames from games in ultra settings, the extra money for those cards isn't really worth it if you're gaming at 1000 ADIP. With the RTX 2070 Super, you shouldn't have too much trouble hitting 144 FPS in games like Overwatch and CS:GO. Most other titles won't dip under 100 FPS at 1000 ADIP with this card, making it a beast for gaming at this resolution. The Nvidia GeForce RTX 2070 Super has taken the power and accessible price that the RTX 2070 had to offer and added a boost in performance. It takes the same spot in the lineup with the same pricing, only with vastly improved performance, making it an even better value than the at the time somewhat underwhelming RTX 2070. Number 3. Nvidia GeForce RTX 3070. The best graphics card on the market for 1404 type gaming, the Nvidia GeForce RTX 3070 delivers excellent performance on par with the RTX 2080 Ti even without costing an arm and a leg. In fact, the RTX 3070 is capable enough to not only deliver smooth 1404 type gaming, but also bring 4K gaming to the mainstream for the first time. This means it's also a stunning 1000 ADIP GPU as well. And did we mention the fact that this GPU is affordable too? With it, you're not overpaying for a powerful GPU to play at 1000 ADIP. You can thank the Nvidia GeForce RTX 3070 for bringing 4K gaming to the mainstream the way the GeForce GTX 970 did for 1000 ADIP gaming back when it was released. 1000 ADIP gaming at max settings and high frame rates all of a sudden was available at an affordable price when 2014's GTX 970 was released, providing stunning performance on games that are still considered graphically intensive such as Batman, Arkham Knight, and The Witcher 3. You no longer had to break the bank or make compromises to get quality performance. Number 2. AMD Radeon RX 5600 XD. If you're looking for an AMD equivalent to the GTX 1660 Super, the RX 5600 XD is the card for you. AMD GPU have aimed towards the lower end of the market of the last few years, but Nvidia has continued to adapt. However, the RX 5600 XD, retailing for $279, manages to match or even beat the RTX 2060 at a much lower price. A significant disadvantage of the RX 5600 XD is an issue that has plagued AMD for over a decade: iffy drivers and VBIOS. The RX 5600 XD has already had VBIOS drama, and AMD reputation for having unstable GPU might turn some buyers off. But if you're willing to take that risk, you'll be hard-pressed to find a card with a better performance-to-value ratio or 1000 ADIP than the RX 5600 XD. So, while Nvidia has absolutely saturated its market with 4 graphics cards targeting the same resolution, AMD has done the same with just 2 cards and still beats Nvidia at every price point. And sure, with the RTX 2060, Nvidia offers ray tracing and deep learning super sampling, DLSS. But when you're after raw performance for the price, it makes more sense to go with a Radeon graphics card in 2020 than ever before. Number 1. Nvidia GeForce RTX 3060 Ti. Is AMD no longer the king of great value GPU? The Nvidia GeForce RTX 3060 Ti certainly threatens that claim with its price-to-performance ratio. The newest arrival in the RTX 3000 line, this graphics card punches way above its weight class, delivering a performance that could rival that of the RTX 2080 Super while keeping its price tag incredibly affordable for most people. And that's with impressive ray tracing included. 1000 ADIP gaming has never been this good and this affordable with the Nvidia GeForce RTX 3060 Ti. You don't have to break the bank to get access to Ampere architecture. And While you can find the RTX 3060 for even less, the 3060 Ti provides better value, since it offers more performance for the price. In particular, the 3060 Ti improves upon the 3060's solid 1080 performance by letting you dive into the best PC games at 1440 on ultra settings. And if you use DLSS, you may even be able to squeeze some 4K gaming out of it. In some instances, it also outperforms the RTX 2080 Super, a GPU that was almost double the price when it came out. So guys, that's all for the top 7 best 1080 GPU in 2022. The links of all products are given in the description, which are updated for the best prices. Subscribe our channel for more videos. We will meet in next video. Till then, take care, bye.